years ago, 18-year-old Lea Salonga left Manila to start an international career on stage. Little did anyone know the impact she would have when Miss Saigon opened in London. In quick succession, she won 2 of the most sought-after awards in theater, the Sir Laurence Olivier Award and the Tony. Now she's back home and on the rep stage. Tonight, the Probe team invites you to join us at our ringside seats as another one of Lea's dreams comes true.
Wouldn't it be lovely?
Good. Felt good to be working with Repertory Philippines again. I have been welcome with open arms whenever I come home.
After an absence of over 10 years, Lea Salonga is back on the Philippine stage.
It felt a little different because number one, I didn't get screamed at, number one.
Lea was last seen by Manila theatergoers in Repertory's production of Annie. It was the early 80s and she was barely 10.
Running but half dreaming, tonight I'll take the chance of drawing all those curtains and come on, that's uncertain.
In 1989, she left for London to do Miss Saigon, and the rest, as they say, is history. Lea lives in New York now, but she came home 2 months ago, not just for the holidays, but to perform in Rep's production of My Fair Lady.
I think it was Cameron McIntosh who first said that I could do My Fair Lady. There's one role that you could do My Fair Lady. And my mom I mentioned it to my mom that Cameron said that I could do this role. And she mentioned it to Tita Bibot.
Tita Bibot is Zenaida Amador, one of the driving forces behind Repertory Philippines.
And he got excited. Good show. You know, it's a revival. It's an old-fashioned musical.
My Fair Lady is the story of Eliza Doolittle, a young flower vendor from the wrong side of the tracks. She speaks English with a Cockney accent, but after a lot of teasing, she decides to turn herself into a lady by learning to speak the proper way. Enter language expert Professor Higgins.
Who's hugging you, you silly girl?
Eliza tries to get Higgins to help her with her speech, but only after a bet is made does the professor reluctantly agree.
Higgins, I'm interested. What about your boast that you could pass her off as a duchess at the embassy ball?
It's Lea's first time as Eliza, and she too prepared quite a bit for the role.
How did you prepare naman for the accents? The Cockney accent and then the British accent? For the Cockney and the British, well, there's BBC, Star TV. And I've heard a Cockney accent while I was in London. You know, some of it's very light, some of it can get heavier, so I heard it a lot while I was there, because a lot of the crew members like talk with that kind of a thick accent. So I just sort of listened, and I guess I kind of kept it.
Only deepened what she already had before, which is a great sense of professionalism. And if other actors would sometimes forget their lines, she'd cue them. She knew it. So that's what I call a real professional.
Do you mean that he drank?
Drank? My word!
But Lea says it took a little bit more than luck to get her through what she considers the most difficult part of this production.
Preparing for soprano singing, it's a part of my voice that's hardly used. So it was a matter of really thinking about the notes and concentrating on the notes. You know, and then some nights it's just not there, and some nights it's there. So yeah, I just hope and pray that whenever I have to sing a high note, that it's there.
After the success of Les Misérables, Rep's last major production, expectations for My Fair Lady ran high. Theater's golden child was coming home, and seats to all 29 performances were sold out. The reviews, however, weren't all kind.
Some of the critics have been harsh, some have been indifferent, some have been really raves, etc., etc. But to us, critics' opinions are critics' opinions. Like, everybody has his or her own opinion about the show. With the critics, it just happens to come out in the newspapers. But in reality, it's still the audience who determines whether or not a show will be a success.
Rep's My Fair Lady is closing this weekend, but they've been invited by the Malaysian Prime Minister to bring the show there, proving once again that Filipino talents are ready for the world stage.